And in all the debates over diet, here's an astonishing number. 91% of Aussie kids aren't eating their recommended daily intake of fruit and vegetables. Lilly's Lunchbox is a startup that is setting out to solve this. Of course, what happened was a busy mum, the founder, Cara April, who is a dietitian, knows what it's like to get up in the morning and do the school lunches. I know it too. It gets exhausting, and I know how thrilled my wife was when after 13 years she did her last one for our son. Still do it for our daughter. But she was inspired by Lily Rose, her daughter, to launch Lilly's Little Lunchbox. To tell us more about it and the campaign on Birchal, Chris Heydon, one of the directors, joins me now. Chris, great to have you on the show. Now, I know Lily Rose is the Chief Inspiration Officer and Taste Tester. So, how are you going on your KPIs with her, mate? Because I can tell you, I know from kids, what's hot one week is not the next.
No, you're completely right, Simon. And look, thank you very much for having us on the show. Love the show. Look, Lily's been an integral part. She's only nearly 11 years old now, but she's been an integral part in the development of the business and our tasty meals. We started off with 10 meals originally, and now Lily's helped us develop over 80 different choices across our main meals. So she's been nothing but a serious kind of player and valuable asset to the company.
Now, you've delivered more than 10,000 meals over that time. Tell us a little bit about them. I know as a parent, you even start to feel guilty if you are doing a ham and cheese sandwich for the umpteenth time because you know that's not the dietary needs of your kids.
Look, you're right, Simon. Although there is nothing wrong with the ham and cheese sandwich, but what we do cater for in every meal is touching on all 5 of the core food groups. So that ensures that our meals, unlike what parents might be preparing at home or what kids might be choosing to get at the tuck shop, our meals contain all of the 5 core food groups. We have delicious main meals, including lasagna, sausage rolls, even sandwiches, accompanied by an assortment and enough fruit and vegetables to get them throughout the day. Also a baked good, whether that be some brownie or a muffin or cookie. It's okay to eat treats every now and again, as long as you're getting all core food groups. And Cara, as you mentioned, being a dietitian, has really taken the time to map out our menu that's available to kids across Australia as we expand across Australia. And we're finding a lot of busy parents are ordering the meals for themselves as well, which is huge.
Epic. Well, I'm looking at them and they do look pretty delicious. I suppose the best way to describe them, and you can see the photos of them on the Birchal.com campaign, is somewhere between, I suppose, a bento box or perhaps a thali platter. That wonderful mix of fruit and plenty of raw veg and, of course, some main dish in the middle. Let's cut to the campaign. Tell us a little bit about it.
Look, the Birchal campaign, it's been huge for us. It's been an outrageous success so far. Even from a sales perspective, our sales are up since we started promoting the equity crowdfunding expression of interest portion of the campaign. So from a business brand awareness and sales perspective, it's been a huge success for us. Some of our core products we've seen increases in about 600% in sales in the last 3 or so weeks. But for the EOI campaign itself, we're close to closing that EOI portion early next week, and we're proud to say that we have now we've hit over 1,500 keen investors who have expressed their interest in owning shares and sharing in our future success. We've also wanted to run our capital raise via a crowdfund because we knew that our product and service is something that resonates with almost everyone in Australia, as you touched on, Simon. You can even relate. It's a guerrilla marketing exercise for us as well. We know that as a result of this campaign, there'll be hundreds of investors out there that are telling their friends that they're part owners in this exciting new business. So that's a additional bonus as well, knowing that our awareness and sales can increase as well as a result of the capital that we're raising.
I think there's a little over 3 days left in the expressions of interest phase before it opens up to investors. Tell us a little bit about the numbers and your plans for the cash, because of course the execution is the important part.
Yeah, no, you're right. So as I've said, we've welcomed about 1,500 people expressing their interest. We understand, we're confident that a decent chunk of them will convert and invest during the offer phase. The funds raised as a result of this, we know that we'll be happy with any outcome, knowing that our business is organically growing exponentially since we launched about 15 months ago. The funds that we're hoping to raise and we will raise, we're confident that with up to $1 million, that'll give us a clear kind of capital war chest to really boost our national expansion plans. We're already expanding. We're already seeing, term on term or quarter on quarter revenue growth without any or little marketing spend. So the funds raised out of this virtual campaign will help us to boost that from an advertising communications perspective. We're also looking at moving into a new commercial kitchen and warehouse, following in the footsteps of companies like YouFoods, and the other funds will help to boost the team in the early days to handle the demand that we're experiencing as we open up shop in Victoria, ACT, South Australia, Northern Queensland. So we're expanding rapidly, organically, and these funds will help to boost that.
And just finally, Chris, I know we're focused on kids and trying to get school lunches because that's an immediate pain point every day. But like in my life, I spent a lot of time cooking for my grandfather and taking food over to him. I've done it for my dad in recent weeks. There are some opportunities beyond where you are right now. You said parents themselves love these lunches. What are your ambitions on that front?
Look, we're very conscious of giving away our top secrets at this stage. We're a new business. We have a clear first mover advantage in the fresh dietitian plan, home delivered meals for kids kind of space. But we do know off the back of a lot of interest that we received from people like your dad, so elderly living at home, NDIS recipients, and those that require therapeutic meals for better eating and their own health, busy adults that we've touched on, and I've mentioned the NDIS as well. So there's a range of other sectors of our communities that have already been reaching out to us that aren't kids, that have special dietary requirements and that they lack, I guess, variety out there from existing suppliers. So we're a welcome new face in the space, and we look forward to launching specific products to further cater to those market segments.
Chris Heydon, great to have you on the show today. We wish you all the best with the Birchal campaign. Thanks for your time.
Appreciate that, Simon. Thank you.